So a few months have passed and it's time for yet another empties video. Hi guys, it's Magali. If it's your first time on my channel, then welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Time for yet another empties video, which is both a YouTube staple and something that I do very regularly on my own channel. When I fully finish up a product, I believe that's when I'm in the best possible position to give you guys a review. So this is everything that I have finished up since my last empties video. This is actually my second empties video since lockdowns began in March, and this is my 9th empties video overall. I'm going to link all of the other empties below. And in these lockdowns, I have been making it a point to finish off my older products that I didn't really like for whatever reason, and I was ignoring them. I don't like wasting, so a lot of older things are in here. Everything that I mention and show you guys is also going to be linked and listed in the description bar below. So in case I fumble with a name or you're confused about what product I'm showing you, just click show more and check them out. I think sometimes I will also mention like product dupes when I pick up something and I'll be like, I don't like this so much, but I like similar product better. Then I will list those products also in the description. So in these empties videos, I always go in the order of hair care, skincare, makeup, body care. If you would also like to jump to only one of those particular sections, I have timestamps available, so you can do that. And now let us get into the video. We're starting off with hair products. First, a couple of shampoos. From Head & Shoulders, I have the anti-dandruff shampoo, which is also anti-hair fall, and I like that they clarified also that it reduces hair fall due to breakage, because sometimes shampoos and conditioners try to imply that they can help you with hair fall that happens at the roots. They really can't. This wasn't a bad product, but I find Head & Shoulders to be quite ineffective if you have like active dandruff, because sometimes I do have dandruff. It flares up once in a while. This has not really ever helped, and I have found other shampoos that help much better and aren't too harsh either. I'm generally not too impressed with Head & Shoulders. Like, it's fine, but I wouldn't really recommend it, and it was nothing too special. From Sunsilk, I have their Perfect Straight shampoo with straight lock technology. This is something that I bought back in the day when I was still searching for shampoos and products that would kind of give me the most straight and sleek look. Well, now my hair care routine has been all about embracing my waves and natural texture. Although I did heat style my hair for this video after months, I think it was a nice change to do once in a while. I think that this shampoo does kind of help if your hair is really unruly and if you're going for that really straight look. Obviously, it cannot straighten your hair, but helps with minimizing frizz. That's just not something I'm going for right now. And I just used up the shampoo because I didn't want to waste it. Wouldn't really recommend it. I'm not sure if it's still around. And now on to conditioners, another sort of classic from Garnier Fructis. I have their long and strong conditioner. This is a fairly good conditioner. It's supposed to be anti-breakage, anti-split ends. It's one of those things that kind of does the job when you want that bit of softening and moisturization. It's pretty affordable, but it's also nothing special. I wouldn't really recommend it either. It's just fine. My next conditioner, I'm not sure what happened here, but the label just peeled off. Anyway, some of you will recognize the shape right away because there's nothing quite like it. This is the Be Blunt Intense Moisture Conditioner. This is just like the cutest little tube because you just want to squeeze it and play with it. I've used quite a few of these and I really like this conditioner. It actually works very well even when I'm embracing my natural texture, because wavy and curly hair does require deeper hydration, and I've talked about how you don't have to always use shampoos and conditioners that are formulated for wavy or curly hair, but it's nice to use products that are formulated for dry hair because you need that extra moisture. This is not just a regular like normal conditioner. This works as a deep conditioner, almost works like a hair mask, and it's really effective and great. There is still some product here. Now that I've included it in the empties, I will cut it and finish this up. I really like this one and I would repurchase it if I didn't already have a lot of other conditioners and masks. If you have dry hair, if you have wavy or curly hair, go for this one. Here I have another deep conditioner slash hair mask. This is not from India. I had got this from US. My aunt brought it down for me. This is just basically a single use product. I was really impressed with this one. This is the damage repairing treat 1-minute hair mask with papaya extract. This is a vegan formula, no silicones, no parabens, no artificial colorants, and 98% naturally derived ingredients. I really love the ingredient list at the back because the full ingredient list is mentioned, and then there's also a column that says derived or sourced form that helps you understand the ingredient list, because I don't always understand when I see stuff like helianthus anise seed, but that is sunflower oil, and I won't be like really quick to understand when I see the ingredient philanthus emblica fruit extract also, but it's explained here that it's just amla. It really breaks my heart when we have brands like Garnier in India also. It's a drugstore brand both in America and in India, but there they seem to have just so many more products and then just better products that they never bring here. I really liked using this. I kept it on for more than 1 minute so that I could derive more of the benefits. My only complaint was that this one sachet just had a really small amount. It felt short even for one-time use. So if you have even moderately thicker or longer hair, you'd have to buy 2 of these. That was a bummer, but otherwise if I could get my hands on it, I would definitely purchase more of this. And the final hair product I have is a leave-in, also from Garnier. It is their split end bandage split end serum that also has amla fruit extract. This is something that I got from India only, although it is a little bit of an older product. I saw that this one was really highly reviewed, but when I started using it, I really hated it. The thing I found with leave-ins is for different hair types, absolutely different kind of leave-ins work well. So I think this is a kind of product that would work nicely on finer, lighter hair that doesn't require as much hydration. But my favorite leave-ins now are cream-based leave-ins, and I do have some like thinner, like more liquid water type consistency leave-ins that I am going to finish up, but I'm not going to like them. If you have a different hair type, you might like them. So this was one of those products that did almost nothing for me, and I just kind of finished it off begrudgingly, and I wouldn't recommend it personally. And now it's time to talk about skincare, and as usual I guess majority of my empties have been skincare, so this is going to be one of the larger sections. We have a lot of things to go through. First, I'm going to talk about this face wash from Kama Ayurveda. It's the Rose Jasmine Face Cleanser with pure essential oils of rose and jasmine. This one smells really nice, and it is an essential oil based fragrance. So I know that irritates some people, but it's not artificial based fragrance. It's really gentle, and though I like a lot of Kama Ayurveda products, I felt that this didn't work so well for me as a face wash. Like, it didn't do anything bad, but it was this like soft gel that didn't leave me feeling so clean, because I have oily skin and I want like a little bit of a stronger face wash. So I ended up giving this to my mom, who has normal to dry skin and who complains that most normal face washes make her skin feel too dry, and she absolutely loved this one. It worked amazingly for her normal to dry skin type. It just didn't work well for my skin type, so I wouldn't repurchase it for myself, but I would repurchase it for my mother. She does have other face washes now, but I think this is really good. It's just not for me. It is kind of expensive though, but like, using Kama Ayurveda products is a vibe in my opinion. Like, you don't absolutely need it in your life, but if you can afford it, it makes you feel really nice. After cleanser comes the toner and mist section from Fabindia. I have this really old one. I believe they've changed the packaging now, but this is their rose facial water. This was really affordable, but despite the really affordable price tag, I would never recommend this to anybody. This was really weak, and this is just not a good quality rose facial water. It was not a good product at all. Absolutely not worth it, and would not recommend this one. From Jane Iredale, I have this mini size of her Beauty Prep face toner, and I had got a little kit of a few different Jane Iredale products from the Beauty Prep lineup. This is an American brand, but it's kind of one of those green all natural brands. I didn't like this one so much. The main thing that bothered me was the fragrance. It's not artificial, but this had a really strong lemongrass fragrance, and I really like smelling lemongrass in the air, like in a spa and stuff. but putting something lemongrass scented on my face really annoyed me. That is a big con of fragrance products. Even if you don't mind fragrances, there are just going to be some fragrances that you end up hating and some that you like. So I like the smell of lemongrass from afar, not on my face. That actively took away from the experience of using this. It was difficult to even finish this mini because I hated the fragrance, so I still finished it. From Ole Henriksen, I have their Truth Serum Collagen Booster that again I got as part of an Ole Henriksen kit. This is another international brand that I don't believe is available easily in India. It was one of those serums that's also kind of hydrating. Sometimes I'll just put a serum or something more lightweight. I will not skip moisturizing altogether, but I will let a serum moisturize my skin. Like if your serum is very watery, it's not going to give you hydration, but this was one of those serums that I felt gave me adequate hydration. Both me and my mom used it. If I could get Ole Henriksen easily, I would repurchase this. I don't really know if this boosted collagen or brightened skin. I think you would have to use it longer for those effects to show, but it kept my skin healthy and happy during the time that I used this as moisturizer. Speaking of skipping moisturizer, from Etude House I have their Wonder Pore Tightening Essence, another mini that I got as part of a sample kit when I bought some things from Etude House, but this is a pretty large size mini that ends up lasting quite a few days. I don't usually have an essence in my routine, and I tried using all of, I believe, the 5 steps in the kit together, and when I did that, it just felt like too much on my skin. So then I started using the products separately. I used this essence in place of a moisturizer because it was heavier than a serum but lighter than a moisturizer. It came in this nice handy pump. I enjoyed using it as a moisturizer. Overall, I'm not so convinced on this Wonder Pore lineup for me. It's supposed to tighten and minimize the size of your pores. I love Etude House as a brand, but I don't think that I would buy or recommend the Wonder Pore range. They have a lot of other really nice ranges. This one didn't impress me so much. Another moisturizer from Simple Skincare. This is their Replenishing Rich Moisturizer, and this one really broke my heart. I did a whole review video of this range when it first came out, and I was really excited about Simple Skincare because it's supposed to be a range that's really good for sensitive skin. No artificial perfume or color, no harsh chemicals that can upset your skin, no alcohol, no parabens, no animal derived ingredients, all of the good no's that you look for in skincare. But when I started using this on a more regular basis recently, I started having a reaction to it, and I got whiteheads on my face for the first time in my life. Now that's a little bit gross, but I never get those. I don't have the best skin, but that is not something that I get. So I could actually pinpoint that this product was causing that reaction. This product, which is supposed to be formulated for sensitive skin, giving me a reaction. That's just kind of ironic, I think. Then I asked my mom also to try it out, thinking I have oily skin, this is for dry skin, that might have been the cause of it, and the same thing happened to her, you guys, the exact same thing. She also started getting a reaction to it, and I don't know why. I'm not sure if anyone else experienced the same thing. I didn't expect this at all. I really didn't want to waste it, but obviously I didn't want to continue putting it on my face when I confirmed that this was the thing that was giving me the reaction. So I ended up finishing it off on my hands and feet. It worked really nicely as a body moisturizer. It is rich, right? So it gave me the adequate amount of hydration, and this was a bummer. I would not recommend it, of course, because it gave me a reaction. I have one sample of the Eclair's Midnight Blue Calming Cream. I know it's weird that I'm just including this really tiny sample in my empties, but I also have full tubes of this, and I will take any opportunity to talk about this product because it's one of my holy grail products. I do not use the term holy grail lightly. I know it's thrown around a lot in the beauty community, but I really mean when I say that I love this product, and it's one of the magic things that soothes my skin anytime it's breaking out due to hormonal acne or due to any other product irritating it. Whenever I have redness or a pimple, this thing works like magic at just calming my skin down, reducing any pain, reducing any inflammation, and helping the pimple or acne just go away faster. I will keep buying this for as long as I live. I think I discovered that I had some samples, so I was using the samples on days when my skin was irritated. From Body Shop, I have the Vitamin E Nourishing Night Cream. I have a separate review video of this entire vitamin E range on my channel, and my opinion hasn't changed since I first started using it, unlike Simple, where of course my opinion has changed. This is just a very nice night cream for all skin types. It does work better for dry skin types. I wouldn't use it most of the year, but I would use this during the winter season. My mom, who has drier skin, likes it, and it's just a very good, very dependable night cream for whenever your skin is dry. I think I will repurchase this in the future. I don't need any moisturizers right now, but if I did, again, this is a really good winter moisturizer, and it lasts a long time, though it's really small. You just need a little bit, and so that's good value for money. This was one of my old favorites that I went through so many of these bottles and then I've forgotten that it exists. This is a French pharmacy brand, I believe, the Nuxe Reve de Miel, which is the honey based lip balm. It is one of those richer lip balms that you wear at night time and you wake up with like nicely moisturized lips. I found this one. It's one of my last ones, and the place that I used to buy this from, I'm not sure if they ship to India anymore. Anyway, during a pandemic, international shipping is a real pain, so it's better to buy from local sources. Even if you're buying imported products, you just can't shop from international websites anymore because it's become so much more complicated. I don't like this anymore. I used to, but I hate the smell of it. It has propolis in it, which is like a good byproduct of bees and honey, but I don't really like it anymore. And for me, the Laneige lip sleeping mask has definitely eclipsed this. I like that because the texture is just better. It's like a nicer, thick, balmy gel. This one is a little bit grainy. I don't know, it's different. So I used to like this one, but now I like the Laneige one better. They work quite the same way. I have 3 sheet masks here. One is Nykaa Skin Secrets, another one is the Kiwami Silk Essence Mask, and then I have the Bania Snail Collagen Mask. Sheet masks are something that I don't buy anymore because of the environmental impact and the fact that they don't really do that much, but I still have a large supply that I have to get through. I use these whenever I remember. They do feel like a little bit of a treat to use every now and then, even if they're not doing that much for my skin. I find them quite interchangeable. Like, even though I have many different masks for many different brands, it's very rare to see a big difference. Like, one sheet mask is pretty much like all of the others, I think. I won't really be recommending or repurchasing any of these. From Etude House, I have their green tea nose pack. I was kind of worried about using this because I bought it some time ago, and then I learned that those nose pack thingies, like, they are very tempting, but they actually cause more damage to your skin. So I stopped buying the Biore ones also that I used to get from abroad. And now that I had this, I said, okay, like, let me use it up. This is actually a really enjoyable thing to use. It's not as harsh as the Biore ones, and when you like remove it, it doesn't rip off the skin and baby hair and all on your nose. It's gentler. It has a nice soothing green tea fragrance, and it's actually not bad to use once in a while if you want like a more clarified nose region. I wouldn't use it too often, and know that a little bit of hair and a little bit of gunk in the pores on your nose, it's incredibly natural. Basically everybody has it, and it's not worth obsessing over cleaning your nose all of the time because, you know, that's your nose's natural state. So I didn't mind using this one. Like, I don't hate it, and I have a few more that I'll finish, but I won't buy it in the future because it's just not something I care about that much. From the Face Shop's Dr. Belmure, I have their Spot Hydrocolloid Band, and these are just basically pimple patches that you put whenever you get a pimple. I kind of swear by these now. They don't help shrink the pimple 100% of the time, but they help me 100% of the time. I'm someone who always picks at my face. When I have acne or a pimple, I'll pick at it, and I know it's bad, but I just keep doing it. At this point, it's pretty much a compulsion that I can't help. So when I slap one of these pimple patches on, it kind of really helps me not fiddle with my face and not cause a mini infection. Sometimes it will actually help reduce the size of the pimple. Other times it doesn't really do anything for it, but it helps me keep my fingers and my nails off the pimples. So I'm very grateful, and I'm gonna keep buying these for a long time. So you get a bigger pack and then you get mini sachets like this inside. So I still have some more, and when I finished it I will buy more of it also. If you pick at your pimples, you guys need to get this. It will change your life. I also like that it's a pretty large size, and it's also pretty sticky, so it really stays on, because I had tried another brand previously which was smaller, but it would not stay on and it would just come off. But this one doesn't give that issue. I just go about my day with them on. You can even do video calls with them. Like, trust me, nobody will notice because it's transparent, unless it's like right in the center of your face or on your nose or something. Like, they are really not visible. This isn't really skincare, but the final product I have for this section is my Feather Peony face razor. I really love these for facial hair removal, and I keep on using this. During this lockdown periods, I've been removing my facial hair less because, like, who really cares, right? You have a mask on most of the time, and I'll only sometimes do it before filming a video, which is why I only have one razor. But these are some of the best quality things ever, and I really love them. However, I might take a break from razors now because I recently bought a face trimmer, and I did a whole review video on that. So if you would like to watch that, do check it out over there. I'm gonna be using that for some time now because I like it, but I still also really love these razors, and I would recommend and repurchase them. So the next section is makeup, and I just have one product, so we can go through it really quickly. The L'Oreal True Match Concealer. I've used up quite a few of these over the years, and this is in the shade 678, which is medium/deep. This is really nice. It is a little bit light for my skin tone, but usually blends in pretty well. I like the coverage that it gives. The applicator is also fairly good. So though I finished this tube, I am currently using another tube of the exact same product, and I used it to just quickly cover up a couple of blemishes on my face. I am not going to be buying more of it right now because I'm currently using the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, which I like better. It's a much bigger container and it's pretty good, so I bought some of those, and I won't be buying this. But if I'm being honest, this is also still a really nice concealer. I would recommend it. I wish L'Oreal improved their shade ranges, especially for India, but otherwise it's just really good. And now for the final section of this empties, I have a few body products to share with you guys. A couple of body washes from I Love brand. I'm not sure like where I even got this one, but I had it. This is the mango and papaya bubble bath and shower gel. This was a very mediocre product. It was very orange, so it had that going for it, but there really wasn't much of a fragrance, and also it wasn't great. Didn't really enjoy using it, but I'm not too particular about body washes, so I just finished it off. I wouldn't recommend it. One mini of the Body Shop's Japanese Cherry Blossom shower gel, and this one was just really lovely. All of the Body Shop shower gels are like a wonderful sensorial experience. If I was picking my own, I probably wouldn't pick this. I believe I was gifted this. I really like their strawberry one, and I love a few others. I even love the shea one. While this wasn't my first choice, I still really enjoyed using it, and it was lovely. Like, sakura smells so nice. Another thing from Body Shop, this is their hemp hand protector, basically hand cream in a metal tube. I believe this was limited edition packaging, so if you go to buy this now, it won't look exactly the same, but it'll largely be the same product. It was hydrating, and I have eczema, which affects my hands the most, so my hands get really dry and the skin kind of thickens up, and I have to moisturize my hands multiple times a day. It is annoying, but that's just my skin, I guess. This one was just lovely. I really enjoyed using it. I think I would buy this in the future, except when I came to know I had eczema, I bought like a million different body moisturizers, so I won't be needing any new ones for a while. And now I have some hair removal things. This random disposable razor. I never buy these, but I always have them. I don't really know where they come from. They are just there. They are never too great, but they kind of work. They feel scratchy faster. I would definitely recommend, if you're buying, get one of those like reusable razors where you just have to change the heads. It'll be a superior shaving experience. Now, the fact that I have these, I am just gonna finish them off rather than wasting them. But I would never really recommend these because they are just not great, and they're also wasteful because you have to throw out the whole thing. Finally, I have this Veet ready to use full body waxing kit. This is the one for sensitive skin, but they have one for normal skin, one for dry skin. This had 20 waxing strips, and I really love using these strips specifically for my underarms. You can use these anywhere you can wax. I like using these on my armpits because I like them to be like smooth and hair free for longer. I will shave my hands and legs because it's just easier. This is just one of my favorite products. I recently just bought a new one because I love it, and I think I'll keep buying this for now. If you were going to the salon to wax, switching to waxing at home, you'll save so much of money. So that was it for yet another empties video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to share your comments down below if you have any good or bad experiences with anything that I talked about, or if you have any recommendations for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.